Happy days are here again. Oroco is at $1.20 as I'm recording this. The stock is up about 15%. And if you recall, like around July, it was at 60 cents. So now it's at the double from the bottom, right? What happened? Well, hello. I went to Mexico. I made things happen. Now, with all seriousness, what happened? Well, lots of things happened since they started drilling, right? Lots of results came. The market just chose to ignore it. And when you have a fundamental thing that's happening, the market can ignore it, and then it goes. And you don't need a catalyst, you don't need a press release, you don't need anything, and then it just happens. Now, when I was in Mexico, I was talking, I don't remember if it was Jeff or Multi that told me that there was some guy that was so pessimistic about the economy. And he was selling in the 60 cents range. So pessimistic. And did anything change? You see, this is how people get tricked into giving up their shares, because they read all these articles, they read the same thing that everybody else is reading, they get so depressed, they tell themselves that whatever they hold is not worth it, and then they sell. And then enough people puke their organs out, there's no more sellers, and then all of a sudden the stock starts moving in the right direction. And why is Oroco stock moving in the right direction? Because there's something behind it, okay? The fundamental story is there. There's value behind that stock, okay? Copper thesis is strong. I mean, look how much pressure copper got. We had COVID. Then we had lockdowns in China. You can't kill copper. You can't kill this story. It is so strong. That's why when you buy stocks, you have to know why you own them. And no, it hasn't been a fun ride with Oracle. I mean, when is it fun to go down 78% on your position? When is it fun? It's never fun, okay? But that's when you have to go back to the basics, and that's when you have to ask yourself, why do I own it? Well, number one, you own it because the copper thesis is so strong. You have to understand the thesis so that you don't get shaken out of the copper thesis. And then after that, you have to understand the company, specific company, okay? And if the thesis on copper holds, then the next question is, does the thesis on Oracle as a company, does it hold? And it always held. It always held, no matter where the stock was. The thesis behind it, original thesis, was, of course, the legal part first. Then it was, raising the money, registering the property, drilling it, proving up the historical resource, and now we had like 7 drills turning, like every 2 to 3 weeks, we're getting results. So there's lots to talk about, and those results are very good, right? This is what we were expecting. And now the next step is wind down those results, wind down the number of rigs that are turning, and compile all this data and get out the PEA, preliminary economic assessment. It's like an appraisal report of what the project is worth, how big it is, what some of the economics are, and with the idea of, hey, presenting this and getting to the finish line and selling it, right? That's where it progresses. And while the company is progressing through these steps, you have a crazy market going from, oh, I like the story, I don't like the story, I believe in copper, I don't believe in copper, but at the end of the day, this is what it is. So yeah, that's where we are with Oracle.